He got the length that he required. And once he found one, it was almost like the pressure went back on the bowler. It was back on Harshal Patel. And from that moment on, it was all about that last over, that hitting. And you just felt that Bangalore were deflated. I think that was the key. They went into that change room deflated. And, from that time on, it was going to be very difficult for them to get anything out of this game. They got a great start, and then they've just fallen away completely from that sixth over onwards.
Harsha, you were giving us the breakup, the incredible breakup. 65 for 1 in the power play. You take that, chasing 190.
And then 46 in the next 13. They got 11 of the last over, which was great. But how do you explain 65 in the first 6, 46 in the next 13? I mean, this is not an ordinary batting lineup. You had Maxwell, you had AB, you had Washington above them, you had Dan Christian. It's so many who could bat. It's not an ordinary lineup. It's just one of those days you say, look, I won 4. It was too good a streak to continue. The last 2 occasions, someone won 5. They didn't win it. So let's look at it from that point of view, and let's just move on.
Harsha, you missed the last part of the drama. 46 for 8, not just 46.
46 for 8. Yeah, there you go. 46 for 8. They might well say it's a little better than 36. So.
But really, I mean, yes, it was the Jadeja show, but I think it's a combination of that. Tahir chipped in there as well. And it was just suddenly the realization of what might have happened in that last over. And that maybe that realization dawned from the 7th over onwards.
Yeah, possibly. I think they needed to build on that opening combination, that opening partnership. And it turned. The ball turned. We saw some good spin from Jadeja as well, and from Tahir at times. But it's not. Again, I go back to yesterday's game that we saw. It's not a 130 surface. I don't think it was a 190 pitch. We probably got it right. It was probably about that 165, 170 type of pitch. They finished 122 for 9 in the end. And you look at the guys that contributed. Padikal, I thought, was brilliant up the front. That innings, the last innings, obviously for him, the 100, has just turned him around. It's allowed him to play much like we heard how he was playing through the Saeed Mushtaq Ali trophy and even through the Vijay Hazare. Apparently he was just, for want of a better term, belligerent through those tournaments. He was taking on anyone and everyone. And today, up against Chahar and Sam Curran, he just took them on up front. So you want that to continue through the tournament. So I'm looking for small positives for you Bangalore fans. You want Padikal's sort of aggression at the top to continue. Maxwell was okay, but undone. And the rest of them just fell away. Now, I think we've seen Bangalore have one of these games, at least one, maybe 2, every tournament, where they just get rolled for nothing. So put it behind you, carry on. That doesn't make them a bad team. It doesn't make them overnight a bad team. They just had a bad day.